Every great artist you know and follow does this, and it's time for you to do it too. What's up YouTube? Your boy is back once again with yet another life drawing session video. This time we've got a nice mix of subjects here with some more tips on life and anatomy drawing. As always, please leave a like and sub if you like what you see. Any support helps a ton. Alrighty, so you're probably wondering, yo Kev, what is this hidden technique, this Krabby Patty secret formula, this forbidden jutsu they're speaking of that every great artist uses and enhances their art times 10? Simple. It's reference. Yeah. I know. It doesn't sound like much and probably underwhelming to hear, but let me tell you, this is one of, if not the most important step in the entire art process. I don't know about you, but anyone who tells you that using reference is cheating or doesn't help, those people are ignorant. Okay, maybe that was a bit too strong. How's about not yet enlightened? Yeah, let's say that. Now let me tell you, using reference is absolutely vital to learning and growing as an artist. We all draw inspiration from somewhere. Heck, think about your favorite artist right now, or even movie or video game. Chances are that person or media got inspiration from another source, and that one got inspiration from something else, and so on and so forth. We were not born with the knowledge of everything, so you can't expect to know something without having understood it first. You learn from what we see. It's not a sin to get reference and use it for your own process. However, there is a fine line between taking something and creating something new and original from it, versus blatantly stealing it. Using references in a smart way, like adapting the source and creating something uniquely yours, actively uses the creative parts of your brain to learn. Whereas of course the other is, well, it's just straight up copying. Actually, let me put an asterisk on copying, as I think there can be some merit to it in very particular scenarios. For instance, if it's like a personal private study of a piece you really like and want to learn in techniques and stylizations, and you're not claiming the art as your own, then I think that's alright in my books. Otherwise, yeah, no. Don't be that person who steals art and claims it as your own. I'm looking at you, AI! Anyways, references allows you to better understand subjects you may not be very familiar with. Back in school I had a teacher who would regularly call us ignorant artists that were not as good as we may think we may be. It may sound harsh, but it's the hard truth, and I love my teacher for that. I honestly had a bit of a chip on my shoulder when I first got into school, as I was told my art was so good. But after school I saw how insanely drastic my growth was and, well, I got my ass humbled. My teacher regularly beat the idea of using references in our heads. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. For example, he gave us a small assignment to draw a military World War II Willys Jeep. Sounds straightforward, but before a drawing he would say, "Okay, before you do this, look up the chassis of the Jeep and study that. Now understand the body and material of the Jeep. Oh, and also look up the wheels and analyze the tracks. Oh, and don't forget, look at videos of the engineering behind the Jeep and how the soldiers drove them in the trenches, etc, etc, etc. May sound kind of extreme, but he did that to really push the idea that we are ignorant, and we honestly don't know much when it comes to things of the world. It's the idea that in order for us to draw it, we should first understand it. So getting references will better help us understand what it is we are actually drawing, instead of blindly and arrogantly drawing whatever because we think we know it all. Just like this recent Gojo fan art piece I did, I got a handful of references to better help me execute this illustration. All of that studying and reference will help build your visual library and your observational skills, which in turn will help in your future drawings as well. The more you draw a subject, the more confident you'll be in drawing it. Eventually you'll require less references as you'll have that knowledge built in. That's why legends like the late Kim Jung-gi can draw freehand. Because he's drawn these subjects a million times studying them, he could confidently reimagine them in whatever way he wanted. People see an artist like that and think, he doesn't use reference, so you shouldn't. Well, to those people, my teacher has a very special word for you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support I've been getting so far. Stay tuned for more art content to come. Peace.
우선은 가장 기본적으로 생각하는 것들이 뭐 기본기나 이런 이야기는 당연히 밑바탕에 깔려 있는 거고, 그거보다 더 앞서야 되는 것들이 뭐냐 그러면은 우선은 내가 뭘 그릴 줄을 알아야 돼요. 자기가 어떤 걸 그리고자 하는 것들이 이미지가 서 있어야 돼요. 그게 서 있지 않고서는 언제나 되돌리기예요. 계속 가다가 다시 또 돌아와야 되고 다시 돌아와야 되고